Welcome to the Weather Guru podcast for this Thursday, May 26, 2022 edition. I'm the Weather Guru, your host. Thank you for joining me once again for this podcast edition. As you know, we're going to start out looking at the lower 48 contiguous United States, the current satellite composite weather radar, and then we'll get into some of that forecast dynamics for the weekend, as well as some weather news that's going to be happening as well. And so once again, I thank you for joining me here. Now we have the local satellite composite radar up, and what we have seeing here is increased showers and activity in the southeast, as well as the lower Midwest and the lower Mid-Mississippi River Valley. And also we see showers pulling through the Ohio River Valley as well. These showers and thunderstorms will continue to make an impact on those areas as they're swept up in a cold front here that is advancing eastward slowly and progressing eastward. So it's going to be a wet start to the Memorial Day weekend here for the Northeast, Southeast, and Midwest. Out west, things are looking quiet, sunny, hot, low humidity. Fire danger still remains in New Mexico, West Texas, and Arizona and places of that nature. But at least skies are clear. Temperatures are great right now, and as well in that area. For the Pacific Northwest, the PNW, you folks in Vancouver, Seattle, Portland, and Salem, Oregon, you're experiencing showers, garden variety showers, but nothing to get to write home about at this time. Current temperatures out there in the land, we have 104 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix. We have 91 degrees Fahrenheit in Tampa, just to give you a broad spectrum there. We have 75 degrees Fahrenheit in Detroit with rain showers in the central, in Detroit, St. Louis, Cincinnati, Memphis. You all are experiencing heavy showers and thunderstorms right now, and that'll be advancing eastward later on tomorrow, Friday, into places like D.C., Charlotte, Buffalo, New York, Boston, stuff like that. But the good news is by Monday, late Sunday into Monday, places like Chicago through the Northeast, Boston, New York, D.C., Norfolk, Caribou, Maine, it looks to be an absolutely fabulous Memorial Day weekend with temperatures pushing 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit for many cities in the Midwest, Northeast, and Southeast as well. So it looks to be a beautiful Memorial Day for all three-fourths of the country as we head toward Monday, the holiday there. But elsewhere, as we look around the country, we can see that the showers will continue. It's going to start hot and sunny for tomorrow. And that will continue to increase as the cold front and upper level low that's off the coast of the Atlantic right now will move out the northeast right now and provide us with sunshine. Right now, the northeast is socked in the clouds and easterly flow, but once the upper level low moves away on Friday afternoon and Saturday in the morning, things should go pretty smoothly from there. So moving on to weather news here, we have the hurricane season 2022 hurricane season special that was in the previous episode. Please be sure to check that out. We do have some activity in the Pacific season, hurricane season, which began on May 15th, 2022. And the Eastern Pacific, we have watching out for the first named storm of the season. It has a window of development from Friday to Sunday. And so we really have to look out for that for the Pacific's first name season storm of the season. It will be moving westward, northwestward from beginning from Acapulco and all that Mexico toward the west, toward Cabo, and then out toward the in the Central Pacific, Eastern Central Pacific. And so the minimum sea surface temperatures in that area is around 85, 86 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius in that part of the Pacific Ocean. So plenty of warm fuel to feed into that system there. And there's a high potential of development for that area coming in. So the wind shears are going to be lighter and relaxed. So that's going to be more favorable conditions for that. So impacts anybody vacationing along from Acapulco through Oaxaca and Salina Cruz, Mexico. You could be dealing with flash flooding, mudslides, wind damage near the coast, and dangerous surf, of course, as this low could be strengthened into a tropical storm as early as Friday afternoon standard time over there. So it could be Friday afternoon or Friday night where the system could strengthen from a depression into a tropical storm, and the first named storm of the Eastern Pacific hurricane season. But even if the system does not develop, and this it stays as a tropical depression, it still can produce heavy rain and mudslides for those aforementioned areas there. So you want to be on the lookout for that as well. Now, as back home, a little closer to home, like I said, we had a massive tornado that spun in the open field in Texas there. It was a very scary sight. This was a wedge tornado, as you know, in northwestern Texas. They're just spinning inside a huge rotational updraft from this supercell thunderstorm. It was just unbelievable. I mean, this tornado was almost probably a mile wide or so or more, 60 miles northwest of Lubbock in the town of Morton, Texas. Out there in the Texas Panhandle, they got a wedge tornado, and so the dust made the twister appear larger than it was because it's pretty dry out there in Texas and because of the drought and everything. But this tornado was definitely a scary sight to behold. Tornado was given an EF2 rating on the enhanced Vegeta scale by the National Weather Service in Lubbock, Texas. It was almost 1 mile wide. It was 0.08 miles wide based on the wood scale there on the enhanced Vegeta scale. So guys, this thing was a monster of a tornado. Even though it was just an EF2 on the rating scale that goes up to EF5, but you can tell it's a pretty interesting thing. Now, another thing too we have in the news is that once the cold front moves through, like I said, and once we get past Labor Day, May 30th, and the holiday for the national U.S. holiday, Tuesday through Thursday looks to bring drier, cooler, and less humid air to the southeast, like places like Atlanta, Memphis, Jackson, Birmingham, Charlotte, and also to the upper Midwest, Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Cleveland, Cincinnati. Now, and also there's also a chance that the jet stream is also going to be retreating a little bit to the south, or buckling to the south, and that's going to allow warmer and less humid air to funnel in on the backside from Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Kansas City, Omaha, Nebraska. All those areas are going to experience those teeter-totter temperatures. But as we move towards summer, everything is going to change, and that means that there's going to be more temperature rise, less fluctuations in temperature as we head deeper into late spring and early summer. Temperatures are going to be more common to be 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 70s Fahrenheit further north you go close to the Canadian border. And morning lows are going to continue to be up there in the 60-degree Fahrenheit, 50-degree Fahrenheit, 70-degree Fahrenheit in some of the southern cities like Miami and stuff like that. Now, guys, a lot of information on the weather news here about the floating cities. It could be a reality to help they're using that in South Korea just to help the water rise. A lot of the cities like in Miami and Charleston, South Carolina, is what called king tides or super high tides that flood out the cities on sometimes on a daily basis. So what cities are doing is they're going to be doing like a lot of filling in of these man-made islands filled in like they do in Dubai, the UAE, and things of that nature too. So that's something to look out for in future episodes that we're going to talk more about climate change and how the solutions to climate change that many of the scientists, engineers, weather engineers, and scientists are coming at this time. So thank you for joining me on this episode of Weather Guru. Please be sure to subscribe and donate if you can. Click the donate button to support this channel. I thank you for your support. And this is the Weather Guru signing off. I'll see you next episode. Thank you very much.